hear me? We back on.
Okay, say less.
You
I,
already.
I heard you saying something. I didn't want it to end like that. Plus, if I didn't shout out a couple people, I'd be in trouble. So I figured let me hit you back real quick.
Nah, that's G shit. Nah, I said I was just calling Drew, man. I was trying to figure out how I could put it together where y'all could just reach me.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now, as far as what, calling straight from here?
Yeah, y'all could just hit me straight through.
Yeah, I could just, once I put your number on the pen, that won't be an issue at all.
All
We
right, cool.
just missed this month too, but I'm pretty sure I can make it happen. Cause it's still, that's one of the reasons I was calling, cause it's so much more than just me. And I'm
Right.
looking up now, one of the bros that just walked in, man, we working. He just put his books out there. My man Amos Don.
Early,
Salute
what you
Dave
said he did
sound
some
like
books?
DJs. Yeah, bro just wrote a book. That's what I'm saying. I gotta spread that love to Amos Don. I gotta spread that love to my brother Fuquan, who's in charge of the AACC here. Like, dudes is working, bro.
Wow. And that's what I was saying. You said
Word.
Dre got something coming down the pipe too, right?
Yeah, that's the next thing we got going. So, Dre Rock, man, bro been at it. We've been at it around the same time, but bro so program compliant, man, he really wasn't focused on it until he seen, like, yo, this is really what we about to do. So when he was kicking the wheels and getting the dust off, I'm like, yo, if you want, man, our era, we can do like a homage to that purple tape. We can do our own boss and purple tape. You be Ray and I assist on the ghost. So it's his project coming down, but I'm on like 90%. I even got like a solo track or two on there. But
Early
when I
dope.
tell you, if you love Purgatory, when you hear Synergy, because when me and bro get together, our rap group is Synergy. That's how much we rock. When you hear this, bro, you're going to lose your mind.
Dope. And you said so y'all group name is Synergy,
Right.
which is gonna be under Kaiser.
Which is going to be under everything that's dropping from here forth is under Kaiser. Kaiser's the umbrella. We even got stuff that we got coming out for the for the non-profit, because we can't just be doing this and then not be giving back. So
Right,
once we
right.
get the non-profit, which we're going to label the evolution of a G, where we show how G started as babies and to the point of what we feel a G is now. When we do videos, we talking about doing the book bag giveaways, get the babies right, do stuff for the babies. That's all we got right now is the babies.
Early too. That's the generation we do it for. I be telling motherfuckers that you really can't reach nobody
Uh,
20, 28 and over. You gotta be young, you know what I'm saying? So even when I speak, the voice, everything be for the youth, you know what I'm saying? And let them see it, let them get it. Because it ain't like when
I
me and
think
you was growing up, like having them older dudes to, give you game and put shit to you the right way.
right,
It's like that shit's gone.
right. I mean, as I get older, I realize that OG term we give that out too loosely. Everybody ain't OG. Some of these dudes are just old heads.
Early.
An OG realizes he becomes a teacher. And if you're not teaching your youth, even if, and I don't promote this, but even if you're teaching the youth to do whatever they do on that negative, you're still a teacher. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not teaching, to me, you're not no OG. You're just the old head.
Early. And that's what dudes be doing, thinking just because they made it to an age that they are OG. When it's like, nah, you ain't doing OG things, so why should motherfuckers address you
Right.
as that?
And you don't deserve that title. Right? Right.
And it
That's
seemed
just like
like
the older brothers in here.
y'all got a whole bunch of shit coming up. You said y'all got the nonprofit joint, y'all got his album. Is it something y'all thinking about putting together as like, like a everybody thing, you know what I'm saying? Like a compilation joint of just everybody.
Well, that's the good thing about evolution. See, this is one of the first times that dudes even knew that evolution of a G was coming under Kaiser, because that's when I brought up that with my boy Country. We call Country Fat Matt. I let Fat Matt take the reins of that because he's more of like a neutral person. So that's going to be the closest thing we got to the compilation. And we got the mixtape. The mixtape that's for the street, Smack Squad. That's really where everybody's included. As long as you got no Smiths and your case ain't crazy, come on down and splash this thing. But the
Early.
evolution thing, that album, that's all over the place, from even Spanish songs and dudes singing. So we all over on that. And I wanted to make sure dudes knew we wasn't biased, so I kind of let him take the reins of that.
Early. Who's up there like that you deal with on the beats?
Said I built it on the what?
On the beat?
Oh man, I'm bugging. Thank you for saving me with that, they would have been looking at me crazy. All right, so boom. So we got Spook B, the drummer. That's my guy. I got my man Lex. Lex kills it. And believe it or not, on Synergy, that's another great thing about Synergy. You're gonna be surprised. Dre Rock on form. Oh, these dudes gonna kill me if I ain't bring it up. So Dre Rock got the full blooded production, bro. Dre
Early.
Rock is killing them on the beats. What?
I was gonna say that too. Was he doing beats? Because I remember he was talking about it like before he got back, like that whole full blooded thing.
Yeah,
That was like his joint. He
yeah.
really brought that to life. You know
Nah,
what
he
I'm saying?
still weigh that flag. He weigh that flag heavy, and not just 'cause that's bro, but him and my other brother Sule, man, I've been finding myself gravitating to their beats more 'cause he give me that. I'm older, so I gravitate towards the boom bap. But when he get them strings and them organs, man, that let me get crazy like I like to get.
Early, early. Nah, I figured that too. I was gonna ask you, was he doing on a production shit?
Right. Hey, yo, no bullshit, Dre. You saved me with that one. Niggas would have been looking at me crazy.
Niggas would be like, yo, this nigga ain't shout out. None of the niggas do beats.
Right. I'd have been stuck with a bunch of industry beats.
Early too, no bullshit. And how was it with that? Like, what you still like choose through when you want to grab industry beats? It's like, yo, let me hear a couple. What's popping?
Yeah. Most of the time, man, because I'm so happy to be back at it, I be writing the most. So a lot of times the beat makers come to me first. But I've been catching a lot of shade saying I pick all the best beats, so I've been letting dudes go first. But even if dudes take all the beats, that's how Smack Squad came up with it. On mixtape, we can trash them industry beats. So Smack Squad, I kill all the industries, and then if bro hears something like, yo, I don't think you should get out of the way, and try to pick something that's similar to that beat, and we move to that. Because I'm all for original beats. You can't really get no money off no industry
Off
beats.
no industry joints, word. And when can we
But
expect that Smack Squad?
the Smash Squad is going to be released at the same time as Synergy. So once we get that there, we're giving away Smack similar to the way we gave away Purgatory. Synergy will be the first official album, so we try and get some of our points back on that.
Right, right, right. So that y'all plan to really
Right,
put that out and you know what I'm saying, how that shit moving.
right. Smack's crazy though. All the beats that we grew up liking, some old, some new. I'm a Griselda head, so they always tell me they give me one of them Griseldas, I get open.
Nah, too. It seemed like that would be what you would be bumping to. Some Griselda, no
Right.
bullshit.
All of them, man. I love them. Conway, Benny. Dudes be even hating on West. I love West. I tell you, that dude, it's like not so much the locks, but I would say like a locks and a woo. And that's what we grew up on. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
true
saying?
indeed, too. I fuck with West too. I think out of all them niggas, I think
Right.
I fuck with West more.
Bro, how are you going to be a boss and not mess with West? These dudes give it up to him and let you know he's basically the brainchild and the bread behind that?
No bullshit.
Word.
So
And that's what you got to respect.
who you been feeling in the industry? Like I know you been hearing music. Like what you been liking in there?
Griselda it out, man. And them young boys had me drilling so much. I love Dirk. I love Vaughn and all them. This is the bean. We listen to everything, man.
Right,
I was
right.
crushed behind Nip, man. I was killing that victory lap. I rock with that hard.
Yeah, I
A
killed
lot of the
that
stuff we
victory.
don't get. Like, I don't even know what's up with my man AR. That's the type of shit that I be on.
No bullshit too. That's another nigga I can see you listening to.
Right. I
No,
mean, you know how we grew up, bro. You know what? That's one thing I love about the bean. Coming up, we had the West, we had down south. I'm a Scarface baby, and then we had all this East Coast stuff. And it's not like we was hating on music, so we was letting everything rock. I love T Grizzly too.
yeah, T Grizzly. Shout out to T and T. They just had him up here too.
Word, word. Now, bro's working, man. Shout out to TYT Management, man.
Nah, he really working too. So with that, it was like, yo, with you and him, it's like what trying to put it together, sorta. Cause I know he's like
Well,
a
with
part of what you doing.
me and bro, first off, we bros. So when he played a major part of Purgatory even getting out there. But I know how bro is, so I know he 100 miles an hour. So I would never want him to slow down what he got going, and I know the type of bread he putting into that. So as much as if everything was official, he would be the closest thing to a manager. But at the same time, man, like I said, me and bro sat down and had one of them grown men talks. Like, you know what, man? We love what he doing, and we'll support anything over there. But we Kaiser, baby. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna put our bread behind us because we believe in ourselves.
Early. Nah, that's what you gotta do. Definitely moving. And you know him, he moved faster than a motherfucker. No bullshit. I was in a club with him,
Word,
man. I must have spoke to him like once every time he moving.
word. And yo, the funny shit behind that is when I call him through Old Earth or the Beamer, as soon as he hang up, they be like, how the fuck you understood what that nigga was talking about? I'm like, yo, that's bro.
Yeah, yeah,
And
real
then,
shit. Yeah, you gotta know tight
word,
nigga to understand that shit too. Word. The nigga
yeah.
locals like
And
tell
it's
you what up
crazy because
too.
I hear that shit so clear when he say it, but I can tell when he in the zone and I can tell when he ripping. So I would never want to slow him down with this, even though I know I could foot my own bill. But you see how he is. He orchestrated that whole video. He made sure I got good numbers. He made sure I got good numbers on the busting down of that. So it's never like we ain't doing what we do. And you know, if he ever made it to a point where he was ready to do what he could do for us and it wouldn't hurt him, then by all means we rocking with him. I just don't want to hinder nobody, and I know I got my own vision. And we
Early.
all bosses, so if I'm spending my bread, then I'm gonna make sure my vision is what I said it is. You know,
Up in there, are y'all so when you put in the music together, is it like you writing or is it just you laying it down?
I love writing, man. Like even like with Bro, that's why I give Bro so much credit as far as Dre Rock goes. Cause Dre Rock making beats, J Rock writing, and that's our main engineer. And he's mixing down. That's what I'm saying. Like Purgatory was dope. I never take from it, but we done figured out how to mix and master from here and all that. So he working off that motherfucking MPC, so you know that's a workstation. You know what I'm saying?
Early.
Yeah, so I definitely created more of the writing. And we, like I said, Kaiser, that's why we didn't put Kaiser music and none of that. Kaiser's an umbrella because the books is coming. We trying to get into all that,
I know when you
you know?
said homie got a book he just wrote. What's the name of that book?
That's by Amos Don. That's My Blue Days Sound Like Blue Jays. As soon as you punch that in, you're going to see how bro been moving. Like, he everywhere with that, you know? And that's
Early.
why we always make sure we cross promote because we working on something heavy as well.
Then how is that? And I was gonna ask you that too. You ever thought about doing books since you've been in there? Like, cause I
That,
hear you say you like writing.
you said doing books?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, there's always a story, and I feel like I definitely got a good story, and I definitely need to get to it. I got so many ideas, I just ain't put the pen to the pad, because no bull. Once this music woke me back up, I just been music every day. Like, I keep the pad with me at 80 always right. We're supposed to be doing something tonight. That's why you keep hearing me bring up AACC, too, the African American Coalition Committee. Like when I tell you everything's political, everything's legal, and these brothers is on it. When I finally introduce you to my brother Fuquan, bro, he gonna blow your mind with the way that this boy talk. He like a Malcolm mixed with a Nipsey, bro. He's a hood prophet for real.
Yeah,
Shout out to
we
AACC
gotta
and
put
Know Your
that
Smoke.
we gotta put that interview together too, man. No bullshit.
Right, right.
Cause that's the
And
shit
that's one
niggas
thing
out
that
here
I'm
be
big
needing to
on.
know.
Right, and that's why I'm gonna definitely, you know, you're gonna already get with bro. That's already solidified.
Yes,
I
sir.
definitely want you to speak to the bro that wrote the book and Fuquan. One phone call with Fuquan, you're gonna be like, yeah, you gotta call back, bro. That's how tight bro is.
Early too. Nah, no bullshit. Cause that's what out here coming from in there. Dudes be needing to hear y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because it be dudes out here that be losing hope. So it's like seeing y'all have hope and y'all moving and working. It's like that shit give niggas a
Right.
shot of energy. You know what I'm saying?
No. And that's another thing, man. Yo, no bullshit, man. You got this shit mastered because you keep bringing back shit that I was supposed to say. So even with the AACC, I'd be out of order if I didn't shout out the state rips that be coming through, like the Russell Holmes, the Liz Miranda, Anika, Bruce C. Like when these people come up there and see how hard people is working, that make them want to work for us even more, you know?
Right,
So we
right.
building a bond with the community. Because at the end of the day, who else do you want to try to help your community if you're going to be real? I remember when I was young and out there thugging and bugging, I didn't want to hear what no square dude had to say. I wanted to hear what the goodies and what the buzzers and RIP OG Mice. You want to hear somebody like that. You know
No
what I'm saying?
doubt. And that's what I be
So we
telling
waiting for
dudes.
that.
We need to start getting dudes in like them offices, them positions that look like us, come
Right,
from where us. That way our shit can be heard. You know what I'm saying? And even when it comes to
right,
police in the community, like police need to be from Boston, from the neighbor, even if it's a
right,
Roxbury dude in Dorchester, vice versa.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's
No,
so
that's
many,
real.
so much shit around us that don't look like us, so we don't know how to utilize it. You know what I'm saying?
Real. How could you police something that you don't care about? Your heart.
Yep. Damn, was that his jack?
I think it hung up, Dre.